friends, and welcome back to Movies, Munchies, and Moscato. I am Rhonda.
And I am Rochelle.
And we're just a couple of friends who love movies, television, and wine. So if that is something that interests you, please stick around and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And now it's time for movie news, reviews, and pop culture discussion. So Bridgerton, which is, it's been a worldwide favorite from what I've been reading. Everyone's just so into this show.
Everyone loves it.
It has been renewed for season 2, big surprise. And so this will focus on book 2 of the series, which is based on the oldest sibling, Anthony Bridgerton. He's the head of the whole household. And those who have watched season 1 know he was very anti, getting married in relationships. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. So that's going to come. They're going to start filming that in the spring, so soon. And then we probably won't get it till probably not till next year, I have a feeling. But
seems like everything Shonda Rhimes does, she does well.
It always does well, yes.
It really does.
It really does.
She's got her audience for sure.
So this one over here, Rochelle still needs to watch it.
I know. I started it.
You did start it?
I did start it, and I was putting together some furniture, and when I put stuff together, I have to be completely focused. so I have to kind of start it over.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. At least you started. So Jodie Turner-Smith, who was in the movie Queen and Slim, she's been cast in The Witcher: Blood Origin. It's a prequel set 1,200 years before the original Witcher series that we've already seen. So this sounds interesting. I didn't realize they were even looking at doing a prequel when only one season of the previous Witcher has been out so far. Yeah. But hopefully the Witcher season 2, it hasn't been announced when it's coming out. I know they've already filmed it. So hopefully that's coming out later this year
That's one show that I really will start to get into, and then something weird happens, and I'm like, what is that about? So the jury's still out for me on this one. What do you think?
I thought you had finished it for some reason.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think I'm one away is all.
Oh, okay. I really liked it. I was surprised how much I did like it. Mm-hmm. It took me a minute, spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it, to realize that it was differing timelines. Because I kept thinking, I'm lost. At first I was lost. What? What?
Yes.
And then realized they're trying to tell us, you're like, oh, and then I was good for
And you know what? And it's a good thing you figured that out, because then you told me, and then it made sense too.
Oh,
because
right.
I was kind of wondering what was going on.
Yeah.
My daughter, Jenna, loved it. She did. She really liked it. So, and she also really liked Bridgerton, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So,
see, good taste. Needs to rub off on you more. I'm just kidding.
You're right. Well, let's bring on the CSI, and I'm all over it.
Also, here for us locals, The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City has been renewed for season 2. This is actually a little bit of a surprise for me, because although it wasn't really bad, I just honestly didn't think it would come back for a second season. Not too much was going on, and I feel like they were harping on one thing for a little too long during the season. So the season isn't over, but I mean, from what I've seen, yeah, it's not the greatest thing, but it doesn't suck, I should say.
Well, and you know how I feel about it. I think they're a terrible representation of Utah, so
right.
I think it needs to go away, but that's just me. Bring on the Beverly Hills.
Right?
Housewives.
Yeah. Housewives, Atlanta, Potomac, I watch all those, so
yes.
Hey, I'm all for it. Also, a live-action Harry Potter TV series is in early development at HBO Max. Of course, it wouldn't have any of the originals because, they're all adults now, some with children. So
I know.
It'd have to be a whole new set of youngins. But I think this would be really good, especially maybe for even the younger generation who never even,
that's true.
They kind of learned about it after the fact. So I think that would be cool.
Do we know age-wise? Maybe it's their kids or something, because we know they had kids.
True. I just assumed it was going to be based on actual Harry and Hermione and stuff.
Oh.
So I think they're still just like a recast of those characters. So.
Oh.
Also, Misha Green, who was the creator of Lovecraft Country on HBO, she is going to write and direct the Tomb Raider sequel that starred Alicia Vikander. I actually really liked the Tomb Raider movie. I do like the Angelina Jolie version better. I will say that.
Yeah.
Sorry for those who don't agree. But I did enjoy this latest version of Tomb Raider, it was a different take on it. So I did like it. So that's cool that they're going to get a whole other... Yeah, I really like the Tomb Raider
series. But I too, like you, Angelina Jolie, I like hers.
Mm-hmm.
Hers.
And I've never seen Lovecraft Country, but... it'll be interesting to see what her take is since she's writing it as well as directing it.
If it's anything like that, that is the weirdest show I've ever seen.
So we'll see. Also, this week, Kristen Stewart, there's a picture that came out with her in her Princess Diana outfit. So she is starring in a movie called Spencer about Princess Diana during Christmas time in 1991. Will be out later this year, but the first photo of her in costume came out, and it was very uncanny. It was like you really thought it was her.
Who would have thought that Kristen would look like Princess Di? I mean, that's just...
No.
It was crazy, but when you showed me that picture, I thought for sure it was just Princess Di.
Right. And then you really look at it and you're like, oh, yeah, you can see the difference.
But then
in the
when
eyes.
you put a picture side by side of Kristen Stewart and then Princess Di, it's just... I don't think they look a lot alike, but there are similarities.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So... It'll be really interesting to see how she pulls this off.
Right, yeah, that's true. That is true. Robert Rodriguez is going to write and direct a reboot of his Spy Kids franchise. This was one I saw it in my early 20s, but I really liked all three of those movies with Antonio Banderas.
They were pretty popular.
They were really popular, and the kids off there are now also adults and have children of their own. So it's funny that they're going to reboot it, but I feel like they reboot everything. So
yeah, everything's rebooting. There's no creativity anymore. So
I'm not as mad about it or irritated, only because it is the original writer director doing it. So at least he can do justice to what he originally did.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I say. So that's okay. Also, an animated Game of Thrones drama is in early development at HBO Max.
What is that going to be like?
Right? An animated drama. I wonder if it'll be more like serious. Not serious. I was going to say serious like Beavis and Butthead, but that's not what I mean. I just mean like because it's going to be more adult. There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
Right.
More adults, not like a regular like Disney type of take on it. I can't imagine, but...
Nope. The sex scenes with the animated characters, I think, is so bizarre.
Have you ever seen that show Archer on FX?
No.
You should. If you're that's an adult animation, and yeah, it's funny when you see sex scenes or even like drug use by animated characters. You're like, this is so. But that's kind of like so. Okay,
I guess animated characters are anyway.
Right?
I can't even speak. I'm just so.
So okay, it's gonna be interesting.
Immune to it.
We'll have to wait and see. So things out this week. We have The Little Things with Denzel Washington, Jared Leto, and Rami Malek.
And I can't wait to see that. That looks so good to me.
So this is going to be in theaters and also on HBO Max simultaneously, just like Wonder Woman was. And this is just about two cops tracking down a serial killer. It looks really good.
Yes.
It's been a while since we've seen a good drama, so...
And we're going to see it in the movie theater.
We are. We're going to see it in the theater, so we'll definitely give you a review of that. Also, Supernova with Colin Firth and Stanley Tucci is just going to be in theaters for the moment. And this is about a couple. They're traveling across England in their old RV just to visit friends and family because one of them has been diagnosed with dementia. And so he just wants to see everything that he can before he completely loses what little he has left of his mind.
That's sad.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, I was thinking, I'm sure it's good. Sometimes I just can't do sad movies.
I know, yeah.
It's like, I feel like I was crying for years there for a bit at everything. On TV, there is a new dramedy called Bridge and Tunnel on Epix. It's set during the 80s about a group of college grads setting out in the world but staying in their Long Island hometown to try and hold on to their values. At first when I heard about this, I'm like, oh, great, another drama set in the 80s about college graduates in the big city. But the fact that it is about them trying to navigate Manhattan or the big city, but stay in their hometown and not lose themselves, I guess gives it the twist.
Uh-huh.
So unlike there was that other show, Industry, that was on HBO, that was about college grads, but it was just like cutthroat trying to make it. So I think this is a good
Yeah, I started watching that
pivot
and
from that.
Could not get into it. It was too weird.
So I don't have Epix though, but I would check it out otherwise. But
I have Epix, so I'll check it out for you.
Oh, great. Okay. Yay. So last week I discussed movies that were, coming out and things we were looking forward to. But 3 of those movies have been pushed back, dang it, due to who knows what. So No Time to Die, the James Bond movie, was originally coming out in April. Now it's been pushed to November. But
gosh, seriously, I think that we're just not sure how many people. I mean, not enough people are going back to the theaters yet.
Right.
So I think that, and these are blockbusters, or should be blockbusters. So I think they want everybody there.
That's true.
But they need to not, again, my pet peeve, do not put that on HBO Max. Leave it in the theaters.
Oh, I think they really don't want to on that, so I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah. Also, Ghostbusters Afterlife was scheduled for June. Now it's going to be November. I was looking forward to that, too.
Oh, shoot.
And then lastly, Morbius, starring Jared Leto. That was going to be in October. Now it's been pushed to January of next year. Dang it.
Wow.
So hopefully nothing else will happen, but I'm sure it will. But for right now, those are the ones we've heard about.
Mission Impossible.
That's still on tap. So is Top Gun. It's still on tap to be. I forgot what month that was, but it's still
I feel
nothing's
like it
been
was
pushed.
June or something.
Yeah,
but-
so that's still scheduled on time. So I'm looking forward to the King's Man, which is the Kingsman prequel. That's still supposed to be in March. So fingers crossed, it's still gonna happen. We'll
right.
see. As for what I've been watching this week, I finally finished The Flight Attendant. I'd first talked about this, I want to say 2 episodes ago, but and I'd only gotten through 3 episodes then. But I finished all 8. I have to say, it started off very slow. She was a little annoying to me with her. She had these little mini breakdowns, and she just was so scattered. It was driving me crazy at every turn. But once you got to the 4th episode, it was so great. It had an easy flow. It picked up some action, and the story just really moved along. So I'd say for me, on the show, honestly, I'd give it 4 wine corks. I would check it out. Just know it does have a slow start. So push yourself through, and you won't regret it. Also, I started WandaVision on Disney+. Plus.
Oh.
I like it. It's such a different take. Like, the first episode, it's all in black and white because it's basically doing like a 50s sitcom.
Now back up. What is WandaVision about?
So it's Wanda and from the Avengers, and also Vision from the Avengers, which is Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen. They're characters from those movies. And so you don't really know. Well, you're not supposed to know, and I don't still know because they're doing it as weekly drops. It's not a binge, unfortunately. It's a weekly show on Disney Plus. And so they're in this like TV universe, and you don't quite know what's going on. Things keep happening, and they're near the third. In the 3rd episode, they kind of are like, what? Like they're starting to question it, but at the same time, you just don't know exactly what's going on. But I'm intrigued. I'm into it. I like it. Okay. Plus, it's so funny to have them like replay classic like sitcom like gags.
Yeah,
it's cute.
Wow, it does sound interesting.
So might want to check that out. And finally, American Gods, which is on Stars. So I watched just the 1st season. I know currently the 3rd season is airing, but I'm a little late discovering this show. But I really liked it. This is another one I'd give 4 wine corks to. It's just about a war between the gods here on Earth. It's very quirky. It's different. I do like Ian McShane as an actor. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just it's weird, but it's good weird. At first I was like, huh? And then I was like, oh. By the end of the 1st episode, I was thoroughly hooked. So I was like, okay.
Oh.
So I'd give it a go. I don't think I'll watch season 2. I've read that season 2, it kind of goes off the rails.
Really?
Although I've read that season 3 so far is a lot better. So, but then I guess I can't really, I'd probably be a little lost if I didn't watch season 2 and jump right to season 3. So we'll have to see.
Some of those shows, you can't do that.
Yeah. I'll keep you updated if that changes.
Well, and I have not had a chance to watch many this week because I was on a little bit of a vacation. And so, but I have to say, I did make time to watch Bachelor.
Oh, of course.
I'm addicted to that one. And Matt James. Oh, yes, he is a beautiful man. But kind of a youngin'. Like, he's never been in love before. And he has all these girls. Well, apparently, there were so many girls who auditioned for him that they were 3 weeks into the filming, and then they brought in 5 more girls. So he'd already started these relationships, and then they brought in 5 more girls. So now all of a sudden, the new girls are hated in the house, and these, they're just mean girls. Anyway, they call themselves the OG, the original girls.
Of course they do.
So the 5 new girls are outsiders, and they're just mean. And one of them has started some kind of a rumor who could potentially ruin things could ruin her life. And so it'll be interesting to see what happens next week because Matt's been made aware of it by another girl.
Of course.
And actually one who's trying to keep the peace. So we'll see what happens for those of you watching The Bachelor. The other one that I watched is on Netflix, and it's called Vanished, and it's with Anne H.
Okay.
And that one was a bit disturbing for me. I went to bed thinking about it. I woke up thinking about it. It just has this crazy twist. This couple goes RVing over Thanksgiving, and as they're setting up their RV, they talk to the neighbors who showed up in their RV. Their little girl was in the RV along with her pug. She had a pug, and their daughter vanishes.
From the RV?
From the RV.
Oh, okay.
Dad was out there setting it up and kind of got sidetracked talking to this woman from the RV next door. Mm-hmm. And Hayes is a little neurotic, to say the least, but the twists and turns, and then what happens in the end, I didn't see coming. It was crazy. So, if you want kind of a thriller, whodunit type of thing with a twist, watch Vanished. It was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Again, like I said, I'm still kind of reeling from it. But anyway, so kind of odd. It was very odd. So anyway,
well, I guess we all both got odd things. You got Vanished. I got American Gods.
Yes.
So yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I'll check that out. So Sundance starts today. It is running through February 3rd. So we thought we'd just take this time to talk about past Sundance movies that we've watched. Just a little information about the current Sundance. I think we've kind of mentioned it before, but it is going to be online only this year, unfortunately. There will be some in-person things, but for the most part, it's all online. Q&A's online. Any type of events, panels, those are going to all be online. Some things are free, and some things are that you have to pay for. I know they ran out of passes, and so it is just single tickets available right now for $15. I was looking into maybe actually seeing one movie, even though I wasn't going to, but the movie I wanted to see, of course, is sold out for the 2 screenings it has. So that's not going to happen.
Are there any left that you?
Oh no, there are some left. There just wasn't. I didn't look at all the movies, but when I was looking through them, there was just one I really wanted, and unfortunately, just only had 2 showings. But there's still a good chunk of other things.
Really?
That you can see.
But you still have to watch them on your computer.
So yeah, you either have to go through it on your browser, or if you do it through your television, you have to do it with a wireless cast, like with Chromecast, AirPlay, or Wi-Fi. Or you can connect your laptop to your TV, which I've never even done. I didn't know you could do that. I should have, but I didn't know. Via HDMI, VGA, or like DVI cables. Also, you can watch through the Sundance Festival app, that's new this year. So if you have Apple TV, the app's available through that, Fire TV, and iOS. So apparently that's a way you can also look at it through your TV if you have one of those apps available to your TV. So I don't on any of those, unfortunately. So yes, I was going to just watch it through my computer if I wanted to get that show, but
it's kind of pricey for just watching it through your
right, $15. Yeah,
computer.
I guess I got to make their money somehow. So
yep, I understand.
But it's nice that it is going to be open to more people who never was going to travel here to watch it. That's the upside of it being online only.
And it doesn't seem like it's going as long, right?
No, not at all. So the first show I'll talk about is this movie called Dirty Love. I saw it, I want to say back in maybe 2006 or 7, and it starred Jenny McCarthy. She also wrote it, which is what made me interested in seeing it in the first place. But basically her boyfriend betrays her by cheating on her, and then she goes on this wild, trek through the city, on a search for her true love because I want to say she saw a fortune teller who told her that on this day she was going to find the man of her dreams. And so it was just so funny. It was raunchy. It was great. I know at the time seeing it at Sundance, I felt like people were cheering and most people liked it. I feel like when it did open wide, most people gave it some flack, but I thought it was just enjoyable. I was very impressed. I thought it was just a fun journey show. Also, Wind River. This, I want to say, I only saw at Sundance 3 years ago, I want to say. But this had Elizabeth Olsen and Jeremy Renner. And so they played, he's a hunter in the area, and then she's an FBI agent. And they're trying to solve the murder of a young woman on this Native American reservation. And so it was just really intense. I like murder mysteries anyway. It was so well done, just trying to, investigate every step of the way, putting in the culture of where they were.
Was this pricked up by anything? by any?
It did go into theaters briefly.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it was released. This is actually done by the same gentleman who currently does Yellowstone. So that tells you kind of like the mindset of this show, because it's very much in the same type of mindset, maybe a little darker because it is based off of a murder, but it was just very well done. I mean, when you get the backstory of what exactly happened, I mean, I was in shock. My jaw was on the floor. It was just and when they go to catch, whoever did it, it's, very good little action set piece. So I really enjoyed that one. And finally, what I'll talk about is Fun Mom Dinner. I want to say this was maybe a year after, like, Wind River, I want to say. So maybe 3 years ago. Anyway, so these 4 moms, from a school get together to have dinner, because it's something they do apparently, I want to say it was weekly, they were saying in the show, and there's a new mom to the group. And so just over this fun-filled night, they get into all sorts of shenanigans. It has Molly Shannon, Toni Collette in it. And it's just funny. The funny things happen, along the way. And then you also get a glimpse of the husbands and what they're up to while the wife's, away. Like at one point, I want to say it's one of the husbands gets himself locked out of the house. And so they have to kind of like camp out in like the van that's parked out front until they can get a spare.
So Molly Shannon was in that one too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's in a few of those.
Right, yeah. So I really enjoyed it. So those are just some of the ones that I've enjoyed through the years.
I think we could see that on Amazon, or where do you think?
Yes, I actually recently rewatched Fun Mom Dinner. It was on Netflix, I want to say.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome, because I would like to see it. I remember seeing
it. So if it wasn't Netflix, it was Amazon, but I'm pretty sure it was Netflix that I saw it again. I was like, oh, I remember this show.
Oh,
so it was good.
Okay, cool.
What about yourself?
Oh, well, so thanks again to you. I loved Brittany Runs a Marathon. I thought that was just so funny. It was funny. It was uplifting. It was a little bit sad. It was, everything in it. And it was all because it was with, Jillian Bell. She goes to the doctor only to find out how unhealthy she is.
Right.
And at that point, she decides she's going to get fit and ends up, running a marathon. And her journey is just, like, you could totally relate to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a runner. Never have been a runner, but I was probably Brittany. So I really, really recommend that one. And you saw it too.
Yes, I hear you. That's when I look back on fondly as well. It was good.
And then I think my favorite, which I think it was my first one, was Other People. And Molly Shannon and Jesse Plemons was in that. Oh my gosh. Again, funny, sad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your emotions just ran the gambit. And I absolutely loved this one. So, and let's see, when did that one come out? I think that one was out in 2016. Does that sound right?
That's probably about right.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the years all run together. It's like, when was that?
Yeah, it won the Independent Spirit Award for Best Supporting Female. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
And for Best Screenplay.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't even remember that. So.
Yeah. That's definitely a good one. And I think that one was on Netflix at one point.
I think it was at one point. I didn't rewatch it.
I don't think it's there.
But it probably, I don't think it's there now because things go, they bring stuff and they get rid of things on Netflix like so often. So yeah, it's probably not there anymore.
Yeah.
But so hopefully Fun Mom Dinner is still there because like I said, it was a while. It was last year at some point during our whole early pandemic crisis where I ended up finding it when I was stuck at home watching things. So
yeah,
I'll have to check it out. So those are just some things we wanted to let you know about that we saw and reminisce about. So if you get a chance, if you've never been to a Sundance movie, try and give it a try if you can. It's really nice to get maybe things you wouldn't have thought about seeing. Some things unfortunately never hit the theaters, so it's your only chance to see it at Sundance back in the early days, because I've been going since 2001, to the Sundance,
Yeah.
So it's been a great pleasure of mine since I love movies. So this year especially, if you can maybe see one or two since it's online, give it a go. But once it is back in person and you can make it, I highly recommend giving it a try.
Yes,
I think you'd enjoy it. It's also fun to people watch. Just watch people, from all walks of life you wouldn't have seen otherwise.
And you don't have to go to Park City to do that, so.
No, that's true. You can also be in Salt Lake as well. They used to, in the early days, again, they used to have Ogden screenings. Unfortunately, they don't do that anymore. But, yes, so you can go Park City or Salt Lake once it's back in person. So we all look forward to that. Now it's time for a little segment that always brings me great joy, which is movie trivia with Rochelle.
Oh, gosh.
So today, in honor of Throwback Thursday, we're going to do a little 90s movie trivia with her. Just, 6
90s.
questions. It's not going to be too bad. So,
Don't expect a lot.
so first question is, what movie has the songs I Will Follow Him and My God?
I don't know.
Come on, think of a movie that had some singing in it. And those were two.
In the 90s.
In the 90s. Don't look at
No,
your phone.
not doing it.
Okay. I Will Follow Him and My God. That should give you a clue right there.
My God. Nope. Doesn't ring a bell. I'm sure when you tell me it will.
Sister Act.
Oh,
Remember, it's the whole, yeah.
Okay, I told you I'm not good at this. I wish we would have rehearsed.
No, there's no rehearsing on trivia. You can't do it. Okay, who played Cher Horowitz in Clueless? This should be easy.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I know you love this show. It is... I forgot her name. Don't know.
You forgot.
Cher Horowitz. It is... What's her face?
Well, that doesn't tell me anything. Come on now.
What is her name? She has the big lips.
She does, well...
She was in Best in Show. She's been in all of the...
Oh, no, honey. You're
Nope.
thinking... No.
Okay, I'm way off
You're
then.
thinking Jennifer, but that's Jennifer Coolidge. That's...
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of.
No, she's...
Okay, so I was wrong.
She's too old. No.
Okay, no.
No clue?
No.
Alicia Silverstone.
Alicia, that was my next guess.
Okay. What did Forrest Gump compare life to?
Box of chocolates.
Yay!
Yay, one.
1 out of 3. 1 out of 3, folks. Yay! Okay. What movie was about an asteroid heading towards Earth and a team from an oil rig racing to save mankind?
Oh. Who was the actor in it?
I'll tell you one of them. It was Bruce Willis.
Oh, right. Yes, I remember. I can see it now. Do you think I can remember the movie, though?
Okay, other actor, Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck, yep. I can't remember the name of the movie.
Oh, Armageddon.
Armageddon. Blah, blah. Armageddon, yes.
Good show. I enjoyed that show.
Gosh, that was a good show.
Wasn't it? And then you had the Aerosmith theme. It was, it was so great.
Oh my gosh, how could I have forgotten that? Boy, that takes me back.
Right? I'll have to pull that out again if you can.
90s.
Who were the 2 leading actors in the movie White Men Can't Jump?
Oh, Woody Harrelson.
Yes.
And... Oh, White Man Can't Jump. I forgot. Yeah, don't remember. Who was it?
Can you picture his face where you can tell me another movie the actor's been in? We can count that.
No, I just see Woody Harrelson.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did love that show, too.
It was Wesley Snipes.
Oh, Wesley Snipes. No, wasn't going to go there. But now I remember. Now I see him. Yeah, now I see his face. That was a great show.
It was, right? I recently just rewatched Demolition Man with him and Sylvester Stallone. So I totally forgot how funny that actioner was. But he completely looks like Dennis Rodman in it. I don't know how I forgot that part until you're like, how did I not realize this man looked I wonder if he meant to do that on purpose. Like, I'm going to do this movie and look exactly like Dennis Rodman. Because that would have been when Dennis Rodman was still playing.
Yeah,
so I just wonder, Anyway, funny. Okay, final question is what movie was about 2 friends who go on this getaway from their husbands on a road trip but soon end up on the run after a crime is committed?
Oh, my.
It starred an young, I wouldn't say early, but yes, a young Brad Pitt in a minor role.
Oh, Thelma and Louise.
Yes, yay! So she ended up getting 2 out of 6. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad for the 90s. I mean, we'll have to maybe try, we'll stick to 80s. Maybe that'll be easier. Oh,
Yes.
no, I know. What we look forward to, a horror-themed one.
Oh, well, there you go. I should
Okay,
get 100 out of 100 on that
We
one.
can do a horror-themed one. So there can be so many more of these to come. She'll quiz me on things. But yeah, we'll just keep picking different genres to focus on. And it's
Absolutely.
great.
We'd love to hear your input, too. Just tell us how you did.
Right? Or let us know if you have ideas for trivia, because we like to stump each other. It's fun, and to see how much each other knows. So please let us know.
Well, that's all that time we have. Thanks so much for listening. We had fun, and we hope you enjoyed it as well. Please give us a review or a comment, as it really helps us out. And please follow us on Instagram at movies_munchies_Moscato. We'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging.
Thank you, guys.